Hi guys, welcome to your weekend tarot draw with me, Joanne. So those that are new, I'm a Reiki master. I do Reiki online. I do distant Reiki that you'll see on my videos, and I also do one-to-one Reiki, and I'm an intuitive card reader as well. I'll put the link on below if you want to book any appointments with me. I've only just started doing that, in fairness, putting links on for people to get in contact with me. So let's see what the universe wants to say. Let's see if the angels or our spirit guides have got a bit of guidance for us for the weekend, and see what they say. So I'm going to split this deck now. Let's see. Okay. Right, okay, so let's have a look. So I'm going to put, oh my goodness me, okay. So we've got the Queen of Cups. So emotionally, you're sitting and you're nurturing your emotions. So I don't know whether something's gone on this week. Maybe you feel like you want to sort of withdraw yourself a little bit. Maybe you've had a really busy week and it's been really, really overloading. And you just think, do you know what, I want a bit of time out for myself. So maybe some of you out there are looking at just sort of taking time out, which is great, because weekends, I always say, especially when you're working all through the week, weekends are your time out, and you just probably just want to surround yourself a little bit with just your family and just take a bit of time out. The next card is the Queen of Pentacles as well. So the Queen is very much a nurturing card within the tarot card section, I find. That's what sits right with me. And I think you're thinking about your finances as well. So maybe you're sitting back a little bit and you're thinking to yourself, well, okay, financially we're okay, but we don't want to go too crazy. So maybe that could be another reason why you're deciding to take a bit of time out. Now, anybody that sits through my readings will know that I start a reading, my ears are ringing now, I start a reading, and then I start to find that my supportive spirit guides start to come through, and I start to get messages through. And what I feel is at the start of a reading tends to turn out something else. So whether or not I think it's because different things are coming in, I don't know. But we'll go with it anyway. So you're feeling a little bit guarded as well. And I think this is the Four of Pentacles. I think this is basically saying maybe you've overspent this week as well. And maybe you're thinking, oh, I need to hold on to something. And you're feeling a little bit unstable. I think you're feeling a little bit unstable with your emotions. And I think you're feeling a little bit unstable with your money as well. Now, what I'm getting here, this is the Ten of Pentacles. And normally, sorry, my dog's playing, if you can hear scraping in the background. That's her kicking a little toy. So basically, yeah, this is Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is basically, I feel, this is, if we're working on guidance within tarot, I'm being told, you know, don't stress. Don't stress about it all. Don't get too carried away with feeling of, oh my gosh, I've had a really busy week. Oh my gosh, you know, I need to hold back on the pennies a little bit. I mean, obviously we can always do that. But just be mindful that whatever's happened during the week is what happened during the week. And I always feel that Fridays, coming up to a weekend, it's like, I don't know, a release of what's gone on during the week, because it's the weekend, we're not at work anymore. And let's just really, really enjoy ourselves. So I think this is to do with family as well. So I think this is going to be more your connection with family. And I think what you need to do is try not to go too withdrawn here. Try not to procrastinate too much about what's gone on during the week. It's really hard if you've had a bit of a rubbishy week as well, isn't it? I'm aware of that. And it's really hard not to let it go, because you sort of play it through your mind. Sorry, I'm playing with my dog at the same time, and this is her toy, so just bear with me. Sorry. Oh dear, multitasking. So yeah, I feel, I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck as well, because sometimes we're sort of guided to do that. The Five of Wands is just depleting in energy. You feel like you've been fighting this week. You feel like everywhere you've turned, you've probably hit obstacles, whether it be people, situations. So no wonder your energy levels feel depleted. No wonder, and I think once that you start to feel tired. You start to think of other areas in your life and you think, oh, and you start to feel a bit negative. So I think what we need to do, guys, here is work on the positivity, because we've got the Six of Wands here. So basically what the universe is saying, whatever you've been through this week, they just want to say congratulations, because you've come through it, and you've worked through it as well. And you know what? There's going to be people around you, it may be the weekend or next week, dependent on what the situation relates to, that are going to go, do you know what? You handled that really, really well. And then you're going to feel like, you're going to feel like the Four of Wands, you're going to feel like you've worked through something. Maybe you've worked through something that you thought you never would do, but there's going to be a celebration anyway. So anyway, this is a celebration card. So I think something's going to happen. Try and open yourself up and get rid of the attachments to the week, and try and be a bit more relaxed. Try and think positive. Maybe listen to some positive affirmations in the morning. I always work out like a gratitude list of what I'm grateful for. My car failed its MOT yesterday. Sorry, that's my dog knocking my stand. And I had a couple of things happen this week that could have really, really knocked me off. And do you know what? In the past, it would have done. I would have ended up losing my patience and everything. But I just called on the universe, called on my angels and spirit guides, and I just had faith. I thought, I can't just have faith in the good times, you know, call them in when I'm doing my Reiki and all the rest of it. I've got, when the chips are down, I think that's the saying, isn't it? When the chips are down, I've got to call, and I call on them up, but I've got to have faith in them. That's what I was going to say. I'm a typical Capricorn, so I will basically ask for help and end up then trying. I asked for help. This was me in the past. Then I'd work out, well, how's it going to happen? How can I get help? Who's going to be able to help me through this situation? It's not going to happen. Then I end up sort of trying to resolve it myself, when really, when I've asked the angels and I've said to them, right, I'm putting it out there to you guys, can you help me with this situation? You have to let it go. But it's really hard to do when you're so used to doing things. Sorry, this is my little dog that wants to come in and say hi. When you're so used to doing things, and you're used to doing things on your own, it's really hard to pass it over. I've never been one to delegate. Even when I've been a manager, I could never delegate. I always end up doing it myself. So it's really, really hard to hand things over, and I get that. But try and do that. If that's where you're finding that your mind's trapped or your emotions feel a little bit, you feel unstable and you don't feel right. Even jump onto one of my videos maybe and just watch a Reiki session. Watch me standing there with my hands giving you distant Reiki, because I've been told by my clients it does work. So even if you just watch one of those and see if that might lift you a little bit and give you a bit more of a release, sort of releasing your emotions, releasing any anxiety and balancing you out a little bit, because within all my distant Reikis as well, there is a balancing of the chakras that I automatically do in every single distant Reiki. So maybe your chakras are out of alignment. Maybe you need to ground yourself a little bit with your root chakra. Or maybe you feel like you've been really hurt this week. Somebody's really let you down. So maybe healing of your heart chakra might help. And I have got, I think it's at the opening of my YouTube channel, I think, where it's a chakra. Yeah, it is. I've just got ringing in my ears saying, yes, it is. There's a chakra balancing music on there as well. Either that or they're saying to me, right, enough, Joe, crack on now. That might help. So, and it's also very, very relaxing, and it's also healing music on there as well. So that might help as well. Anyway, let's ask the universe if they can give us a little bit more. I'm going to have to be quick because I've literally got about 1 minute left. So let's have a look. Whatever it is, like I said, you need to walk away from it. This is 8 of Cups. So whatever it is, the universe is saying, walk away from it now. Let it go. The past is in the past. Use the tools. Use any tools. Have a look on if there's anything that's going to help lift you, balance you out a bit more. And we've even got the Ninth of Cups, and then that's how you're going to be feeling. And do you know what? You're going to be ready for the weekend then. You're going to be open to anything.